gets set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Caught right side, Tate. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front, and to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, Wilson. Flushed out right.
is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing again on second down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's James. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a first and goal.
And he's got it. Right in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point up and through. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. From the 30 on second down, Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Play action. Now Wilson buying time to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Here's Wilson to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's got this down to the 35.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down now, it's James. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now Wilson on first down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes, left side. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
I tell you, for a defense. That's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Hey, alert. Let's go. Right, let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Yeah, that's it. 15's the Mike.
Wilson.
I got 15.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
At their 48-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Play action. It's Burrow. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. James has got it. Complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. The extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be out right at the 35.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets it into the end zone with no time left in the second quarter as they take the lead. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own, or maybe the analytics coach got involved? And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in, and they're on the final play of the first half.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. 2nd and 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the interception, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They go play action now. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. On the ground, it's James. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
15's the mark. 15's the mark. I got 15. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first down, Wilson. Flush to his right. He finds his man complete. It's James. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10. Now it's Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on first down. James. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
He's checking credit. Shoot. Good. Hey, check back.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's James, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Check back the left. Watch the slant.
From the gun, it's Wilson. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Second down and goal. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. To throw is Wilson. The quick slant caught. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play, but it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it, and 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Burrow on play action. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, Burrow. This is caught by Tate. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. 2nd and 2. And Burrow going to throw again. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Looking deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Bengals. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On first down, it's James. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Play action. It's Wilson. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
By that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
After the sack on first down, Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Bush. And he goes out right around the 39. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
15's the mic. 15's the mic. I got 15. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense. Talk 50. 15. Mike, 15. Watch the
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, Metcalf, what a catch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41.
15's the mic. 15's the mic.
James. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's James. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. How about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play?
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So this one comes down to the right foot of Sam Sloman. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So this one comes down to the right foot of Sam Sloman. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.